This episode of Angry Angora is presented in described audio for those of our audience members who are blind or visually impaired. The opening shot is of a backyard, a trellis, and a tree. A sudden zoom-in shows a small stuffed lion about the size of a palm sitting on a tree, an orange tree with popcorn-like blossoms and oranges in the background. A second shot shows a front lawn and a planter bed, and sitting at the front window of a house, a second, larger lion. The lion is smiling and is wearing a mustache. A second shot then zooms into the lion further, and the Angry Angora logo appears. A diamond with a labyrinthine swirl in the middle. It fades out. We see a second shot of the small lion on a scarf. The scarf is draped on top of a chair in the backyard. The title emerges, Planning the Revolution with cheesu and cheesu. A second hallway shot appears. This one in a room of a house, a bit obscured, a bit dark, of the mustachioed lion. The lion is still smiling. Panels emerge, top right of the screen and bottom right of the screen. It appears as though the larger lion's mustache has fallen off, and a puppet master in the background is fixing the mustache back onto the lion. The smaller lion is sitting on a bed and is watching a live video feed of this happening on a phone. The mustache has been placed back on, and now two more panels emerge, top left of the screen and bottom left of the screen. Top left of the screen appears to be a video feed of the smaller lion, which on the bottom left, the larger lion is viewing. We are now made aware that these two lions, who seem to be sitting on beds, are video chatting each other. As they video chat each other and make silent gestures where they jump up and down, the lion's mustache falls off. This is Cheesu, the larger lion, who needs help getting the mustache back on. But as it is placed back on, it is placed on unevenly and falls back off quickly. In the meantime, in the center top of the frame, we see a hamster. The hamster frame has now blown up to take up the full size of the screen. For some reason, we are watching this hamster scamper back and forth. It is adjusting to its surroundings, getting acquainted with a polka dot barrier preventing it from going out into the outside world, and a purple translucent ball. The shot returns to the paneled shots. Two shots each of the lions, larger lion Cheesu with mustache, once again falling off, and two shots of smaller lion cheesu. The top middle frame is of the hamster, now in the ball, still struggling to get beyond the confines of these walls it has been placed in. Another full screen shot of the hamster shows this noble animal in some manner of captivity. Cheesu has now placed the mustache on his eyebrows, so now he has a unibrow. cheesu scampers over to Cheesu's frame, and they realize this is the first time that they have been able to be in proximity to one another during the aftertimes, which have forbidden the close communication of people in person. Cheesu and cheesu have swapped frames, while the hamster, desperate to get beyond the confines of its walls, paws on the edges of its cage. Cheesu now dons the mustache. They have realized a revolutionary potential. They are the first beings that can meet in person. They are celebrating and they are celebrating the freshness of something as simple as sharing a costume mustache. In the meantime, a bee pollinates one of the orange blossoms from the tree that baby Cheesu was sitting on in the outset of the episode. This is a close-up image of a bee, which has taken the place of the hamster. Chietza has just placed the mustache above his eyes as if to be a mischievous unibrow. The lions chuckle while the bee continues to pollinate. This is the beginning of the revolution. In-person meeting, joy, and a sense of communication not mediated through digital realms. The two lions approach the camera close and wave at each other, fully realizing that soon this digital sign in and sign off will merely be a formality. And the totalitarian regime that dictates the ways in which bodies can converge in a space will be dismantled. Life will spring forward, and we will stop killing the bees because we need them to pollinate our food.